We are explaining and demonstrating the overarm throw, which is a fundamental movement that is used in many sports, some of which include basketball, netball, baseball, and cricket. The overarm throw is a fundamental movement which is associated with important short-term and long-term health benefits for an individual's life. According to Swarp, a fundamental movement is most successfully learnt during early ages such as primary school children. This is Miss Bourke, who will be the teacher and demonstrator throughout this video. This is the fundamental movement skill, the overarm throw, which is slowed down to target each key learning point. The appropriate age to introduce this fundamental skill is from Foundation to Year 2, depending on the class's skill level. This is due to the fact that fundamental skills are necessary in everyday life for all children and will encourage them to lead an active lifestyle. If a child can successfully do these skills, there is an increased chance of them enjoying physical activity compared to a child who does not have these fundamental skills, such as throwing. There are many different modifications for the overarm throw to make it more difficult and a little bit easier for any children who may be struggling. Ways to make the throw more easier include using a beanbag and light objects as shown in this video, also big targets such as a wall or even no target to start with, having a good posture, bend of knees and eyes on the target before you release. Ways to make the throw more challenging include making the ball smaller or heavier, making the target smaller, or aim for different angles and areas. To add more enjoyment and skill building techniques, different shapes and sizes can be used. As shown in this video, a vortex is used to replace the tennis ball. The vortex makes it more challenging. This is because the vortex shape is irregular and unique, making it harder to reach a target. It is important to know where you should position yourself. Firstly, for safety reasons. Teachers or students should not stand in front of the target, as this can cause injuries. Secondly, for learning and teaching purposes, the teacher should stand in a position where they will be able to clearly see the student's movements and therefore be able to have strategies to help children improve the overarm throw. When positioning a student, the teacher should place them away from any danger or areas that may be high or low risk for injury, in a space that the teacher is able to see them. If it's indoor, not near any doors where the ball can leave the area. When the teacher positions themselves, they should stand in a position that is suitable to see each student effectively. Stand where the ball will not hit them. Ensure that you are not behind any students who are going to be throwing the ball. Step 1. Stand side on to the target. Step 2. Stand with your legs shoulder length apart with a slight bend. Step 3. To help children understand the bend in the arm, you can explain to them to flex their muscles. Step 4. Point at the target with your preferred arm. Step 5. Lean back on your back leg for extra power when releasing. Step 6. Release the ball. Step 7. Follow through. When children complete the overarm throw for the first few times, there is many common errors in which the children will come across. The most common errors include not following through, not pointing at the target or having their eyes on the target, focusing too much on the throwing rather than the technique, jumping ahead and not going through each movement effectively, and not standing side on. Here, Ms. Bourke is giving the student visual feedback for the student to obtain optimum performance when completing the follow-through. Here again, Ms. Bourke is giving the student visual feedback for the student to obtain optimum performance when pointing at the target. Throughout the making of this tutorial, many references were used, such as Peer Feedback in the Classroom, which was written by Sackestein, who was a professional in this field. For more information, please head to our script. Thank you for watching our tutorial on an overarm throw.